everybody. Today I'm going to talk about emergency system integration with BIM as a current research trend. I always wanted to be a fireman, but unfortunately I don't have the physical ability to do so. And my first plan ever in my whole life failed miserably. So I started to take advantage of my situation, and I asked myself, when life gives you lemon, you should do lemonade. And then I had the brain abilities, so I thought, why not take advantage of that situation? At first, I decided to merge that question. First question was, how can I merge modern construction technology with emergency and rescue optimization? That was a very challenging question for me in my point of view. So first, I defined the types of emergencies. For me, I'm going to start with fire evacuation system emergency. That was the main key element for that. And in order to proceed with that matter, I started asking myself, what type of outputs do I need? So I started with the sensors. I had to define the type of sensors that I have to use into the system in order to proceed later on with my work. And then this will be nothing if I don't follow any standards. And the important thing about the standards, which is going to be now, is to define the standards of the building and how I can evacuate it in a very practical and fast manner. In my case, I study in Italy, therefore I'm going to do Italy standards. And with that, I discovered that we have to have an algorithm. And that algorithm is basically calculating the fastest route for the building user to evacuate from in the safest and the fastest manner. Gathering these information together, there was a very big question. How the hell am I going to translate that to a computer scientist? And then the answer was using unified modeling language, where I will design the whole system using unified modeling language in order to execute the work. And then when the computer scientist and me agree, we're going to have a mobile application for the building users. And when we gather all that information and we tackle them together and we set the goals and the benefits of that, we merged them together and we found potential benefit, in which we decided that that would be an evacuation way. So let's say, for example, Gladys from accounting, she can evacuate from upper side. Meanwhile, Tim from finance can evacuate from the east side. And that was actually challenging. So for the methodologies, first of all, I had to define the system and the key elements per category, which is what I'm doing right now. And that was actually very challenging. Later on, I designed the prototype of the real-time system via BIM. And that's by doing the unified modeling language graphs and diagrams and send it to the computer scientists and collaborate with them. And then we have to test the prototype on real building and compare the findings concluded. I promise you, we're not going to light a building on fire to test that, so take that into account. And last but not least, passing the torch to my fellow industry and researchers in order to build on the research that I've concluded so far. And that's my thesis in 3. Thank you so much.